start. This is the start of another one. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. They're starting one. There's another one that's being started. See how they're starting. And look at this. We found one.
Oh, this is cool.
This is really cool.
You can go in.
We can go in and there's a chair. Look at this. Whoa. Pretty cool. Yep. Okay. I want a picture of me sitting in my living room. Wow.
So check this out. Got the pointy rock. So and then so we're coming down the mountain and we're heading down the trail, and we got to here, and all of a sudden we found ourselves surrounded by trees, and we weren't on the trail no more. But hey Phil, check this out. So twice when we were coming down, it was like the trees moved on us, but I still found a way back.
Microphone. Right, it's one of those evenings this evening. Welcome to the Friday Night Files. My name's Phil from Dogman Teepee Hunting, and they're going to bring on the co-host straight away. We have Mr. Colin Kilty.
Hello, Phil. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show.
How you doing, mate? You all right?
Well, if I said no, you wouldn't believe me anyway, would you?
No, probably not. No.
Yorkshire lives up in East Yorkshire. We've had torrential rain, thunderstorms, keep getting power cuts. Yeah, I've got a roof leaking, and it's made a right mess of the other studio. That's why I'm down here. Cars broke down. You name it, it's happened this week. Well, I'm here best I can. So if I do get caught, I do apologise. They're even working on the internet and they keep losing that apparently. It's something to do with rain damage apparently. So if I do lose me, I'm sorry, but it's the way it is at the moment. But apart from that, Phil, well, I like that.
Brilliant. That's really yeah. What else could go wrong, eh? Really?
No, please don't. You're here for me. I better go.
Yeah, that's it. They're after you. Yeah, brilliant. Right, I hope everyone's had a really good week, and thank you very much for joining us. It's been a funny old week. I got absolutely hammered, soaked when I was taking the scooter to work for a couple of days.
I can believe it, yeah.
You can imagine. I was like, yeah. And I have seen we can get windscreen wipers for the visor, on the scooter and that, but I didn't like the thought of that really, so I'd end up going like this with the windscreen wiper.
Yeah.
He
did he?
Yeah, it wouldn't be a great thing at all. Right, so let's kick it off. First of all, let's have a little look at the comments and see who is on. We've got Sasquatch Sister. Hello, Dawn.
Yeah.
Drew Hollings as well.
Hey, Drew.
We have Ready Steady Retro. How you doing?
Ready?
Good, excellent. We got Louis. Yeah.
Yep.
Which is great. How you doing, Louis? I've got some other video, Louis, as well. I've got some of the old video you sent me of that strange ball. Do you remember when you were on the coach and you got that strange orb following on the coach as well? But I've got to play that a little bit later because I want to mention a UFO anyway, so that's fine. What have we got this week then, Cole? We've got you picked up on a story from a post, wasn't it? There was a post.
Oh, yeah. To be honest, Bill, I totally forgot all that. With everything that's happened this week, and I'd done no chance to do any research, any of my stuff on YouTube. Yeah, I forgot all about that. Yeah, I did. I didn't have a chance to look into it, to be honest. I'm really sorry. I do apologise, and I totally forgot about it. It's my fault. But yeah, I remember it. The little boy that got lost into the woods.
Yeah.
Was it California? Can't remember.
Oh, hello, Kate. Kate's on. Brilliant. Yeah, let's have a little look. Let me see if I can't get that up.
Yeah.
That'll make life a bit easier.
Which one was it? The one with the bear that he says the bear looked after him? Or the grandmother?
I'll tell you what, I've just come on and you sent me an audio. Audio of, I guess it's an AI audio, this one.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I found it real strange because last week I don't use AI like you do, Phil. I only use it on the YouTube when I do voiceovers.
Yeah,
and I use a free one, and it's pretty good. And I just went on. I use Edge, and they have a free AI software.
Yeah.
So I just put in it just out of interest. Podcast, cryptozoology podcast. What is the best subject to talk about? And all it come up with is the usual suspects, which was Bigfoot, Dogman, Wendigo, and the Chupacabra.
Is it worth playing? Is it worth playing?
Well, it seems to knock cryptozoology out of the water. And next minute, about 5 minutes later, a notification popped up on my screen. It says, your audio's ready. I thought, what audio? And this is what it made. And I thought, that's real strange because I didn't ask for it. I just asked for a list.
All right, let's get on with it. Let's
go on with it because it does knock cryptozoology out of the water, really.
1934, the one that captured the world's imagination for decades. Complete hoax. Today, we're diving into cryptozoology, the search for hidden animals that science can't explain. We'll explore why people believe in mysterious creatures, what the evidence really shows, and how modern science is tackling these legendary beasts.
And it's fascinating how these stories persist despite the lack of concrete evidence. Cryptozoology actually has quite a rich history, dating back to the 15th century BC.
Wait, really? That far back?
Oh, yeah. During Queen Hatshepsut's reign in Egypt, her ships would return from expeditions with what they called unknown animals, things we now know as giraffes and okapis. They were basically the cryptids of their time.
So one culture's normal animal could be another's mysterious creature?
Exactly. But modern cryptozoology really took shape in the 1950s when zoologists Bernard Heuvelmans and Ivan T. Sanderson established it as a field of study.
But it's not exactly mainstream science, right?
No, it's actually considered a pseudoscience because it doesn't follow the scientific method. It exists outside conventional disciplines like biology and chemistry.
Let's talk about some famous cryptids. Everyone knows Bigfoot and Nessie, but there are others, right?
Oh, absolutely. Every corner of the world has its own cryptids. Indonesia has the orang pendek, China the yeren, Australia the yowie.
Seems like every culture has its own version of these mysterious creatures.
And that's what makes it so interesting from an anthropological perspective. These stories often share common themes across completely different cultures.
But let's talk evidence. What do we actually have?
Well, that's where things get tricky. Take the Loch Ness Monster. Despite countless expeditions using advanced sonar and underwater technology, there's no concrete evidence.
Didn't they do some kind of DNA study recently?
Yes. In 2019, they conducted an environmental DNA survey of Loch Ness. They found no evidence of giant reptiles or aquatic dinosaurs, just a lot of eels.
Could a giant eel explain the Nessie sightings?
Actually, a recent study by data scientist Floe Foxon calculated the probability of finding even a 1 meter long eel in Loch Ness is about 1 in 50,000. For anything monster-sized, the probability is essentially 0.
That's pretty definitive.
And here's something interesting about Bigfoot. The same researcher found a correlation between black bear populations and Bigfoot sightings.
So people might be seeing bears and thinking they're Bigfoot?
Exactly. As bear populations in an area increase, so do Bigfoot sightings.
But couldn't Bigfoot just prefer the same habitat as bears?
Well, there's another problem with Bigfoot. Professor Tim Coulson from Oxford University points out that humans only reached the Americas about 16,000 years ago.
Why does that matter?
That's not nearly enough time for humans to evolve into a giant gorilla-type beast. Evolution just doesn't work that fast.
What about the Loch Ness monster being a surviving dinosaur?
Same problem. For that to work, there would need to be a breeding population of several hundred individuals living in Loch Ness for 66 million years without leaving a single fossil.
When you put it that way.
But here's what's fascinating. Cryptozoology isn't just about running around looking for monsters. It's about analyzing both folklore and biological data to understand phenomena in our world.
And sometimes real animals are discovered that were once thought to be myths, right?
Exactly. The okapi is a perfect example. It was once known as the African unicorn and was considered a cryptid until it was officially discovered.
But these discoveries are pretty rare, aren't they?
They are, but that doesn't stop people from looking. And interestingly, this has created a whole tourism industry.
Really? People actually travel to look for cryptids?
Oh, yes. The Loch Ness monster alone generates about £30 million for the Scottish tourism industry. There are about 200,000 Google searches for Nessie every month.
That's a lot of monster hunters.
And just this summer, they organized what might have been the biggest Nessie search in 50 years, with drones, boats, and underwater microphones.
Did they find anything?
Well, no, but that's kind of the pattern with cryptozoology. The evidence always seems to be just out of reach.
Yet people keep believing and searching.
I think that's because these creatures represent something deeper, our hope that there are still mysteries left to solve, still unknown animals to discover.
But shouldn't we be more skeptical?
Absolutely. As Flo Foxon says, you should approach these things with an open mind and let the data influence your decision-making.
Speaking of data, what's the most compelling evidence for any cryptid?
That's the thing. There really isn't any. No skeletons, no definitive photos, no DNA evidence. Just stories and disputed sightings.
But the stories keep spreading.
They do, and they often follow similar patterns, like how many cultures have their own version of a large ape-like creature.
Why do you think that is?
Well, some anthropologists suggest these stories might reflect deep-seated human fears or cultural memories of encounters with now extinct species.
That's actually pretty fascinating.
And it shows how cryptozoology, while not scientific, can still tell us interesting things about human culture and psychology.
So even if we never find Bigfoot,
we can learn a lot from studying why people believe in these creatures and how these beliefs persist across cultures and time.
It's like we need these mysteries in our lives.
Exactly. In a world where we can map every inch of the planet from space, there's something appealing about the idea that unknown creatures might still be out there.
Even if the evidence suggests otherwise?
Maybe especially then. It's about hope and wonder more than actual probability.
That's quite poetic for a discussion about monster hunting.
Well, that's cryptozoology for you. Part science, part folklore, part human nature.
And speaking of human nature, isn't it interesting how we keep looking despite all the evidence against these creatures existing?
It really shows how powerful belief can be. Even when faced with scientific impossibility, people still want to believe.
Maybe that's the real mystery we should be studying.
The mystery of human belief? Now that would be an interesting field of study.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode. Thanks for joining us on Copilot Podcasts. Remember, the next time you think you see Bigfoot, it's probably just a bear. But hey, keep looking up. That's where the real unknowns are.
And as Professor Coulson said, while Bigfoot might not be real, aliens might exist. Now there's a mystery worth pursuing.
So Bigfoot might not be real.
Right. Okay.
Mr. Cobble.
Right. That's yeah. Well, I mean, that's the whole thing, isn't it? Really.
Well,
you know, none
according
of
to
this.
that, I'm going to
none of this
take up
could be real,
ufology.
you know. None of it could be real. You know, you may not be real. I may not be real.
Don't think I am.
It's only
Everyone can have a life like mine.
only our perception, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know that's the thing. So it's you know, it brings me sort of like onto. I was just looking through my feeds here. Oh yeah, this Nessie, this Loch Ness video Nessie one. Yeah,
Yes.
this was quite interesting. I
Yeah.
was just see if I can put this one up. Hang on, let's have a look.
Yeah. Phew, burning up. Getting hot. Oh. Any time today, Phil, we knock it off at now.
Patience, it's a virtue.
Okay.
Right, what's that?
Pick me up.
Okay, right. Have a look. Can you see that now?
Yeah. I don't know if the punters can, but I'm sure they can.
Shit. What the fuck is that? Christ. That's odd, isn't it? That's not an eel.
Yeah. Not that
no
big.
eel. Yeah, that's not an eel. But look at the wake to the right hand side. You know, you've got a rippling in the
Small things
water.
can make a large wake, though. But still, that is quite a good size, really.
Mm. That is, isn't it? That's by Bertie's Teapot Monster Research. That
Right. Anybody swimming in the loch, was it? Or like that, do we know?
What's that?
Was it anybody swimming in the loch?
That's no one swimming in a loch, is it?
Just saying, I'm asking. You don't know. They might have had a rubber cap on or something. I don't know. I don't think it was, but I'm just asking the question. I'm trying to eliminate.
Yeah, might have been, maybe. Let's have a look at the comments. What does people think about that? Then?
Yeah, is he blowing it up, or can you blow it up? Or
that Bigfoot isn't real. Reality is in perception. Let's have a look. Yeah, no, that's quite true, Louis. Yeah, reality is in the perception. Right. Yeah, that's quite true.
I'm just going to go put a fan on 1 minute.
Okay, Gordon won't have that. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Dawn. But see, that's the thing. I mean, you know, we got on the AI. You know, that it's not real. But if that's the case, people see it. So, is it that we're all mistaken? I'd say majority of people that are on here, that a lot of people are have either witnessed it or witnessed. Not particularly cryptids, but some kind of paranormal, some kind of unexplainable event happen. And that's the whole point. Is it perception? Is it that we are producing this ourselves? Or is it something external? Let's have a look. Right then, Dragonborn. That's not Nessie. That's the lard shoulder.
Yeah, could be right there.
Yeah. Right, yeah. Once again, it must have been to the Bernard Manning School of Tax for that one.
Good old Bernard Manning, yeah, he was great.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Cool.
Interesting, really. If we could blow that up, I'll try and put it on our next week's or something. Mess about with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll tell you what. Have a look at the video. Yeah, and then
I haven't seen it. Did I send you that, or somebody else sent
you? No, you didn't. No.
I can't remember what I sent you after the time.
I don't get nothing from you.
Insults? What do you want?
Headaches. I get headaches. That's about it, really. Headache.
I'm useful.
You're good. You're good for that. You are good for that.
That's the best compliment. That's for long well out with you.
Bloody hell, I don't know. You will have to tell me what you experienced, Tom. And then, yeah, okay, excellent. Okay, well, yeah, that's up to the chats.
Yeah.
So, right then, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring up that story, that account of a bear. Okay.
Right,
let's have a
not the
look.
other one then.
What other one? What are you on about?
The one where that his grandmother.
Oh yeah, no,
was
I've got
famous.
that as well.
Even
Yeah.
Titus did that one, didn't he?
Yeah.
411, he'd covered that one, I think.
Now, Larry sent me a few things. Before I get to that, all right, because I've done
Yeah,
a bit
go
of I've done a bit of a dive on that one.
Yeah, because you're jumping from one thing to another at the moment.
Right. Okay, this was quite interesting. This post. Right. Okay.
Yeah, seen that.
What do we think this sound is?
Hold of that. I've got that. I'm going to record that for when we need that. I'm going to try and edit it into the other ones that I've got.
It's that siren, isn't it? It's that siren call once again.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it's fascinating stuff. But you don't know if that's somebody messing about. But I don't think it is the tone of it. But it could be. But
right, I had to put this on my feed because Tony Merkel is great interviewer, brilliant show. The Confessional's really good, and this is one of my favourite accounts that he interviewed this guy. One of my favourite accounts. Very bit upsetting, but just when I heard the actual witness, so believable. There's been a couple like that. There was another one as well that a witness that he had come on. I'll get that one.
We've gone from the kid with the bear to this.
No, I'm just going down the feed till I get to the bear. That's all I am.
Okay.
Hold on.
The story is that this kid, 15 years old, going coon hunting in the Kentucky Daniel Boone National Forest. He was with his grandfather. His grandfather was so old that he couldn't get out of the truck to go hunting with him. They had radios. They let the dogs go. They had 2 hunting dogs, Jake and Bo. Jake was the older dog, and then Bo was a new dog that Jake was training. The dogs take off. They have a scent, and he's tracking. And you can hear there's these coyotes coming in, and they start fighting his dogs. And Bo, the younger dog, he said you could hear Bo yep and then run away. So he's trying to get there, and all of a sudden he hears Jake come back, and the fight changes. These coyotes run off. He arrives on the scene. He pats Jake on the head, and Bo, he's on the other side of the tree. And so he hears Bo on the other side. It sounds like he's eating a coyote. And when he comes around the tree, he realizes that Bo never came back. And what he was looking at was a dog that was so big that it was holding a coyote by this rib cage in its mouth. It was on all 4, and this dog sees him, and it stops chewing down on the coyote, and it stares at him. And then it did something that he didn't expect. It stood up on its hind legs, and then the dog took a step forward towards him, but he took off running. This thing took chase. Jake, his veteran dog, interfered. He said that this thing grabbed Jake and just hurled it through the woods, and you could hear Jake's body just crashing through trees. And he's like, my dog is done. He's running, and he trips over like a log or something, and he finds himself on his backside facing this thing. And then out of nowhere, his dog again comes in and broadsides this thing and just viciously starts going after it. And he gets up and he starts running. He seriously hears this thing just tearing his dog to pieces. Oh my God. Like he can just hear it just ripping his dog apart. He's calling for Jake. Come on, Jake, come on. Jake's not coming. He runs to the truck where his grandfather is. And his grandfather's like, what's going on? And he's like, just go, just go. He's telling his grandfather what happened. They get out of the woods. His grandfather said to him, listen, if you're going to hunt these woods, you have to understand there are things about this woods that are not normal. And if you can't come to grips with that, you shouldn't be hunting these woods.
Tell him now?
Yeah, I know, right? I know.
See, I'd have been a bit paid there because I'm a real dog lover.
Yeah, I know. I mean, but it's an account. It's just an account that was taken, and
I do know some farmers that would see their dogs die anyway. So.
That was very nice of you, sending Dawn that.
Yeah, I sent you it, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yours has got an insult on, haven't you got it yet?
Sorry?
And you got yours yet with the insult on?
No. Oh. You got an insult one for me?
Yeah.
Well, there's a surprise.
I know. I thought I hadn't done one for ages.
Right. This was quite interesting as well.
Right. I don't think
the mantis, people come across a mantis.
And was
his chest.
it's not inconceivable that one day you might actually get the opportunity to meet your abductors.
Already did. A tall, 7-ish foot praying mantis looking being was upset with me and was
this
chastising me.
This was during one of your abduction events.
This is right around the same time as this mountain bike incident. It was the environment that I thought it was in my bedroom on the third floor of a split level house, and it came through a sliding screen door. There was a deck out there, 3 stories up, no stairs down, and just walked right through the door, standing over me. And again, I was terrified, frozen, paralyzed to the bed. And I got a male presence vibe from this being. And he's just looking at me very intently and explaining to me, look, this body that you got, it is just a soul housing group. It's a brain housing group. It is just a machine that your soul occupies for this lifetime. And so, yeah, we're going to mess with it. We're going to get up under the hood and we're going to adjust the carburetor, right? Chastising me.
This was during one of your abduction events.
So yeah, I heard that type of thing before, where we're you know, just hosts, and you know, for souls, we're just kind of like banks.
Yeah, I've got to admit, I've come across it over the years quite often. Just before you go on, I just saw a comment by by Tom Brett. Could you elaborate on that, please, or even contact me personally? I'd like to know more about these pack of dogs. You see, Phil?
Right. Pertaining to your bear, the bear that we're going to get to, I put a poll up. Missing people have been found some days or weeks after the area had been searched. What do you think happened to them? And I put alien abduction, taken by a cryptid, or hidden in plain sight, or searchers didn't look everywhere. Because you often find where they search an area and then like somebody will turn up in that pre-searched area or no, after post-searched area, and it's like, how
See, I chose 3 of them. Yeah, you're right. I chose 3. The first 3.
We've got 40% said alien abduction. It's a split. It's a split, this one, and 40% said taken by cryptids. So even
hidden in plain sight.
Yeah, 20% said hidden in plain sight. So you know, it's a tough call. Oh yeah, I put that up as well. This reminds me of another craft. This was like a type of it's like a vortex engine, if you like, mercury vortex engine. What I meant by that, do you know what I'm thinking of? I was thinking of Diglocken, the bell.
Right, bell.
Yeah, that used the same type of technology. Oh, look at that good looking bloke there. It's not the bald one, the other one. Right, let's have a look. Oh yeah, you sent me about that interesting. Yeah, I know. You see, yeah, the message from the Free Eye Atlas.
I just thought you might be interested in it. No,
yeah.
It's over my head.
I've got a theory about that.
Right.
Here we go. The boy who said the bear kept him safe. Oh, we haven't got any more than that. Oh, it's just that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was about a year ago, wasn't it? I can't remember the location. I meant to look, and like I said, I do apologise for my lifestyle at the moment. Everything's just going tits up, pardon the expression.
Weekly.
So I didn't get a chance to research it. I do know it was roughly about a year ago. I can't remember where it was, but yeah, it was an amazing story. But if you look into abductions or people going missing, coming back, especially young kids, quite a lot say they've been helped by big grizzly bears.
Yeah.
Now, come on, as you know, as I know not every bear will attack, but a lot. If it was a proper grizzly bear, or black bear, brown bear, which brown bears are the worst, they'd be using his leg as a toothpick, right? I mean, they don't mess about them things. But I find it it's not a bear. I think it's personally it was a Sasquatch, Bigfoot, or whatever you want to call it, wild man. And I do apologise to everybody. And you, Phil, I meant to do a lot of research on it, and I had chance with things that has just happened this week.
No, that's fine, mate. I get it. I get it.
Plus, like I said, we've had that many power cuts. It's been, I mean, it must have been an hour last night. We had two, one after another. But yeah, just stopped research.
I get it. No, that's fine, mate. That's fine. I'm sure we'll come up with a
Well, I'll do it for another week. I will do some research into it, but
we'll come up with a method. Maybe we'll do like bi-weekly. Maybe we'll do a bi-weekly.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That
yeah, and then that won't be quite so.
No.
Right. Okay. So there is another. I'm quite really interested in when people go missing, and you get it where people go missing and they leave a pile of clothes all neatly stacked. They sometimes and especially with younger children, they go missing and they travel vast great distances, and you think, hang on a minute, and it's over really rough terrain, and you like, that's just like, no, that just doesn't happen. That just doesn't happen. Yeah, it's improbable, let's put it that way. There was another event that happened with a young kid that went missing, and he was on a campground near to Mount Shasta.
Yeah,
Mention Mount Shasta. I was going to go Mount Shasta, yes, because it's enormous with UFOs, and giants have been seen on there, and there's lava tubes and all kinds of stuff going on. There's talk about underground base there. There's just so much. It's one of these hot spots you've often in the world.
Thanks, Tom.
This event basically it happened on Fowler's campground. I'm not going to read it verbatim like an account. I'm just going to go over some of the highlights. Okay, so basically it happened near to Mount Shasta, Fowler's campground near the McLeod River, Northern California, in the Mount Shasta area. Missing person known as John Doe, because he was a kid. All right, he was he was very young, actually. He was 3.5-year-old boy. So kept his anonymity, because we should do. Circumstances: he was there, and within a second he was gone, the father reported. Search efforts, they really went to town. 100 rescue personnel with multiple agencies mobilizing within an hour. He was found by a sheriff's deputy with a K9 hours later, hiding within a bush not far from the campground. Media reported a massive success and successful rescue operation. This boy, John Doe, as he's known, was not questioned by authorities at the time. They were really just put the case to bed because he was found and he was safe. So that's great. But 3 weeks later, the young boy made a confession to his grandma Kathy. Now, her nickname was Cappy, Cappy. When this boy was visiting his grandma, he stated he did not like the other grandma, Cappy. The other grandma, Cappy, appeared out of nowhere, he said, and grabbed him and took him to a creepy place. Described as a robot, this other grandma was. A conclusion he reached because light sparkled on her face. His definition of a robot at the time, when he was asked, something that's made of metal and has a remote control. So you have to remember, that's his understanding at that age then of a robot. And he equated this other grandma to be a robot, which is quite strange. The creepy place itself was a cave, contained old guns, purses, bags covered in cobwebs and spiders and dirt. These items seemed as if they had been there for a long time. Now, remember, we have to, you know, he's 3.5 years old, this kid is, but, you know, he did, you need, he went beyond normal imagination to kind of, I believe, you know, to come up with some of this stuff.
They're like sponges, aren't they? They absorb everything.
Yeah. Right. Other robots. Now, he did say were present. Okay. Other robots were present, describing them as looking like people, but they did not move. They seemed frozen in position and had distorted faces. The interactions with the other grandma seemed nice until she examined his stomach and then tried to get him to defecate onto a piece of sticky paper. Very odd. Very odd. Very odd for a boy to come up with. Which this young kid couldn't do. Subsequently, she walked him to a bush somewhere outside where she, this other grandma, told him to hide and that he would be safe there, which was the exact location he was found. The response by the parents, John Doe's parents, confirmed he had told them the same story, but did not know what to make of the bizarre tale. So they forbid the boy, and grandma from pressing him. Grandma from pressing him with questions. They wanted him to move on and hopefully forget what happened. You can understand it. You can understand that you know, because you don't want to make too much of it, you know, if it's a little kid, you know, I get it. Now, 2 weeks before this kid's disappearance, location was the same location around the McLeod River, McLeod River, where she had been camping with a friend. So grandma had been camping there with a friend. Now, woke up, she did, face down in dirt with a puncture wound in the back of her neck. The incident had a lasting effect on her, both physically and emotionally. Is there a connection? Grandma Kathy could not help but feel there was some connection between her incident and the disappearance of her grandson weeks later. So yeah, I mean, the most prominent theme really revolves around the bizarre nature of the boy's story and whether it is a child's vivid imagination or an account of an extraordinary unexplained event.
I think Kathy was cloned, and I think they tried to clone the boy. I think it's UFO related, but that's my opinion.
Trying to clone him. But there wouldn't
obviously
be any.
They Kathy because the puncture mark. They took a skin sample or tissue sample.
Yeah, I get
and the
that.
boy they didn't want to hurt. They probably must understand our physiology of our body and everything. So that's maybe why they wanted to defecate and get DNA from the poo sample.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, it wouldn't be able to get any DNA from the stool sample. That's the problem with that.
I don't know how it works, to be honest. I know, you know, you suppose you can get DNA out of everything, can't you know? I don't
think because it's waste. It's waste. But
is it really? I thought it had your saliva, your body type of DNA saliva on it.
Yeah, saliva, other body fluids, but I'm not so sure with poop.
Out there does know.
I could be wrong. I'm not an authority on poop. You know, it's something I'll have to dig into. Pardon the pun.
Right, talk enough of it. Yeah, I thought you'd be top man.
I'll have to dig into that a little bit. But as soon as I get the results, you will be the first to know for sure.
Really?
Yeah. What I found intriguing was his description of light sparkled on her face.
Yeah.
As indicative of a robot is particularly intriguing. The other robots frozen in position and had distorted faces. Now that is a strange thing to say.
Have they all been stepped down until they're needed?
That's quite disturbing, Cole.
I know it is disturbing. That kid's going to live with that for the rest of his life, but you know, it's got to have marked him.
I mean, are they robots?
Or
actually humans who have been paralyzed in some way?
It could be, couldn't it? Because with all the handbags and everything that's still in there, the people, how many thousands of people go missing every year in America? You know,
and this mysterious cave. The detailed description of the cave containing dirty old guns and bags that seem to have been there for a long time. It's quite a vivid description.
That is very, very, very interesting.
Quite significant, I think.
I think that's one of the smoking guns of the, I don't know, the park's bloody history. Pardon, sorry, I swear that park's history, really. You know, it's.
I mean, a lot of hikers, you know, when we think about it, hikers, hunters disappear.
Every year.
And their items, funny enough, when they do, their items, you know, because everyone going out hiking is going to carry items that is essential. A knife, water, first aid kit, a backpack. You know, they're going to carry stuff with them. They've got a torch, batteries, spare batteries. You know, they're going to carry stuff with them. It's not just them going; it's the items. The items are not found.
No, a lot of items are. Some are, aren't they? But yeah, not
some
many.
are. Some are, but in a lot of cases, you know, the items aren't found.
But again, it's like you said, clothes are just neatly folded up. I mean, I've read cases where the trousers and the jumpers are neatly folded. The boots are right next to it, all neat. And I mean, I've come across cases in Britain as well, not just US, but it's not my type of thing. But I have come across them. What's it about? Why? I did read an account from, and I can't remember his name, but some professor. He says it's when hypothermia starts to set in, you think you're warm. So you start taking your stuff off. Apparently, this is what happens. So you start taking it off, and maybe, I don't know, subconscious, you start to fold them up neatly, and that's when after that, you go. I don't know. You tell me, I don't know really, but that's what I've read. It's a theory.
Yeah.
No, back me up.
Yeah, for sure. No, I
know you do feel warm when you start getting. I don't know personally. I've never had hypothermia. I don't think I've nearly. I think I have. But, so I've read cases, and I don't know if they know really before they die. But
well, you've had hypothermia.
No, I think I've nearly got it one time. Many years ago.
Why don't you wear one of those beanies? You need a beanie. Because 70% of heat goes through your head. I mean, crikey.
What with this hair?
You're not gonna have no
time. In my eyes,
you really need to get yourself a beanie.
Yeah, I know. It needs cutting.
You know, but yeah, I'm going a bit thin on top. I'm gonna have one of those monk hair, but I don't mind. I'll live with it.
Yeah, that would suit you though, wouldn't it, a monk?
I don't mind.
That would. I'd have it. Yeah.
But yeah. So right. So that's good. Now, one thing I am going to mention on Tuesday, people are going to be aware of this. But on Tuesday, the 9th is going to be the Congressional Committee again. Okay. For the UAP.
Yeah.
All right. And on Tuesday, I'll bring it up. They have got on this time round. Let's have a look. Boobity. Okay. Restoring public trust through UAP transparency and whistleblower protection. Okay. So it is at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Okay. So that's what, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, about 4 o'clock our time, UK time. Okay. Roughly. So, yeah, look out for that one. And the witnesses we have this time round in the circus is Jeffrey Nakatelli,
who's a US Air Force veteran, Chief Alexandro Wiggins, UAP witness, George Knapp. Good
Oh,
old
right.
George
Yeah.
Knapp.
No,
Yeah,
he's
good
all
old
right.
good. I like George. I do like George. But you know, as a witness, Dylan Borland, never heard of him before. UAP witness, US Air Force veteran.
I think he's been on some things before, to be honest, Dylan.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's one of these things where it's I don't know. It's I mean, right. First of all, what I've got to sort of say really, I'm going to say a little bit about it because it's a big thing. We've been waiting ages, and we want to, and it has context to cryptozoology. It has context to Bigfoot. It has context to Dogman. It's all kind of like,
all
you know,
connected.
it's all part and parcel. What we were talking about, what your AI was going on about. Your AI was going on about. Are they real? Is what we're looking at, what we're perceiving, is that real? Is it? Or is it a projection of us? Is it like a hive mind? Is our conscious kind of like just spinning around out there? What is it? So it has got some bearing. Okay, so I sort of like wanted to find out a little bit about these people. Right, so this hearing was originally going to be postponed. Dr. Eric Davis initially claimed the hearing was going to be postponed due to a lack of witnesses. This was widely disseminated on social media, and everyone was like, "Oh, no, he's going to be postponed." Congressional correction representatives Anna Paulina Luna publicly refuted Dr. Davis's claims, stating the hearing was still on and dismissing knowledge of Davis, which I found odd as well, and a lot of people have, because they were in a skiff together. But this led to questions given her prior interactions with him, including in May congressional meeting on UAP disclosure. Luna later clarified, sorry, just didn't remember. Oh, but yes, I know who he is. And she just kind of forgot, which you know, I mean, look, we all forget.
It happens, yeah. Sometimes you contact me and I forget who you are.
I know. Do you know what? It's a worry. It is. It worries me. You worry me sometimes. You do. Significance of Davis' absence. The source speculates, right? Okay, that I mean, I'm not that fussed about Eric Davis, Dr. Eric Davis. Really, I'm not really over fussed about any of them. Right. So we
Yeah,
have
but it's, at the end of the day, they've got a voice and they need to be heard. I think it doesn't matter. I know some of you think
we've got Jeff Locatelli, okay, US Air Force veteran, UAP witness. Prior UAP event, Locatelli is expected to testify about a UAP event he previously described on a podcast. Gigantic floating red square. The incident involved a gigantic square he saw at low altitude. He goes into detail about that. Chief Alejandro Wiggins, U.S. Navy UAP witness USS Jackson incident. Wiggins, a senior chief and radar specialist on the USS Jackson, will testify about an encounter with UAPs off the coast of Southern California in February 2023. Tic-tac shaped objects. Okay, that's him. That's great.
Yeah.
George Knapp.
Everyone
knows George Knapp, don't we? We all know George Knapp. UAP journalist since the 80s, is noted as a surprise source. I like the guy. I do like the guy.
I don't mind the guy. Yeah.
And he always comes across as being very genuine and genuinely wanting to get information out and digging around to get it out. And he doesn't George is old school. He doesn't flutter it up, dramatize it. He just says it as he sees it, and that's what I like. I do like that. Dylan Borland, US Air Force veteran.
Actually,
what's that?
I don't mind Dylan, to be honest. I do sort of like know of him roughly, and I have heard some of his stuff, but I don't know the guy that sort of like. I'm not into cryptozoology, ufology, but you know, I have seen him on one or two things. He has been out there before.
I've never heard of him. I never heard of him before.
All right. Okay.
Where did you see him?
Oh, I don't know. It was a while back, I think. I remember his name did that ring about, and I'm sure it's the guy I'm thinking of. It's maybe about maybe about a year ago, maybe eight months ago.
Let me tell you, his testimony is highly anticipated due to lack of prior public information.
Right,
nobody knows what he saw. No one, not that I know of. So you know, he's one which
Wonder if I'm thinking of somebody else then.
Probably. Wouldn't surprise me.
The name rings a bell though.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So look, what I want to get straight about that, okay, is let's stop calling them whistleblowers. I would love to stop calling them whistleblowers. They're witnesses. They're no different to the people you have on your show, I have on my show. The people that come forward that have seen things and are sharing. The only difference being, slight difference, but big difference, is they come from a background, and that background is within a government funded body. So but be that as it may, whereas we interview people that are kind of like, you know, are not necessarily in that government funded body. They're just people that have seen and witnessed lights in the sky, lights in the ocean. They've witnessed Dogman, they've witnessed Bigfoot, but they're still giving a testimony. They're still giving us, they're not whistleblowers. A whistleblower, and every time they're pepped up to be whistleblowers, these people that come on and like, everyone gets all uptight and everyone gets all, yes, we're going to finally find out. We're going to finally find out what is, we're not. No, what we are going to get is we're going to get a witness testimony from, yeah.
Sorry, no, you've hit the nail on the head there. That's why I think they call them whistleblowers, because it's a media thing. If you say I've got a witness, people go, oh, whistleblower, wow, I want to hear this. So it's a media thing, isn't it, to get more people onto that? I think it is.
Maybe, but I think what it is, whistleblower, by the definition of whistleblower, means that it's gonna be somebody which is blowing the whistle off the hat, blowing the whistle off the kettle, whistle off the, so it's somebody that's coming out, you know, and if they're coming out of a career, bringing with them information. Yeah,
I think it's more
from that
media
career, because they're privy to information. They're privy to information which is of a sensitive nature. Then yes, but they're still not a whistleblower. What they are, they're a witness. We have to get the definition right. In my book, it's still a witness. It's a witness account. I saw and picked up on radar tic-tac UFOs, which we could not establish what they were. I saw and witnessed, whilst in services, another type of UFO, UAP, alien, doesn't matter, but they're not whistleblowers in the very sense of we're going to find out what it is.
Exactly. Like I say, it's a media thing to get more attention, I think.
Now, I'm with a lot of people, and what I would like to see, somebody like Jay Stratton. He is a guy who has got information, I'm sure of it. And if he hasn't got, he was privy to it. He was in charge of the. He was in charge. He was a top dog, top knob when it comes to the UAP
They
task
seem to
force.
go missing there, don't they? For these accidental.
Well, do you know? I think it's. I think a lot of this, Cole, is a case of it's a play. It's a scripted play. It's
Well, I mean, I don't want to go into any names, but like, there's certain cases in America where the guys couldn't even walk. They're on a deathbed. They're in a bed, and they start bleating out what they've seen and what they've been involved in. And next minute, they've jumped out of a window. Now, I won't go on the case, but one of the nurse says he couldn't walk. So how did he? And the FBI said he walked across the corridor, opened the window, climbed up, and jumped.
I think I know the chap you mean.
Yeah, I think you know which one I'm on about, and I don't want to mention any names, but there's not just that one, but there's several. They're on the deathbed. They can't even get out of bed. Oh, hold on. He just ran out in the street and got killed by a car. Hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry,
we've got a big problem, and it goes for other engineers as well, not just with UAP and UFO. But they're more mainstream, you know. And the big problem we have is it's vetted.
Yeah.
You know, there's no if it was a deathbed confession, who is it being confessed to?
Well, it was the family,
and that's where the Chinese whispers start. So
yeah, it is. You're right.
Yeah, and that's the problem. People are the problem, really. People are the problem because it's the people which, in a way, which hold all the keys, which manipulate the situation. And I think, you know, I don't think we're going to get any answers. I'm really sorry about this. I don't think we're going to get any whistleblower, just like, boom, that is it. I know exactly what the aliens are, and they are great. Or they're not. We're not going to get any of that. And I think holding our breath for this, it is just a show. It seems to be a show to me, Cole.
Yeah, well, it is, but we'll find out in November when Astra comes. I mean, apparently these aliens are only coming for beautiful people, so are you going to miss me?
Miss you? What's your name again? Oh, Cole, yes, sorry, mate.
Pete, yeah. My name's Pete.
All right. Okay. Let's have a look at the that's me dribbling on anyway.
Yeah, I say you are right on this. I don't, like you said, this goes on every year, every so many months, 6 months. Nobody's going to say, you know, here's the evidence. Here it is. Here's one of them here. It's come to say hi, everybody. I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe not in our lifetime. I think it will happen one day, but I don't think we'll see it.
Well, do you know, that's the interesting part. I think what people what really they should concentrate on, if it was me, right, and what I concentrate on is not the whistleblowers, not the congressional committee.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not particularly that interested in the events that happen with UAP. What I am interested in is why, like a child, you would censor a program. With a child, you would take it upon as a parent or guardian to know what is right for them to watch and what isn't right for them to watch. And that's the way it feels to me. It feels as if we are being spoon-fed and shown what, and it's what they're not telling us. That's the interesting part. And I think we can use a balance from what they're telling us to what they're not telling us. We can use that as a balance, and we can kind of like say, right, okay, all right. Let's think of it this way. if it is that detrimental, that bad, is that the case that they're not telling us? Is the UAP, the alien thing, are they that detrimental that they can't tell us? And how would that be detrimental to us? In what form would that be detrimental? Would it be that they come down and they sort of it will be kind of like a war with all these like reptilian things going around with ray guns? Would it be a case of they have lied, and because they've lied, if they were to tell us now, we would have no confidence whatsoever in the government or any other government body in
We haven't
telling us
anyway.
again. Well, that's the thing. That's the
We
thing.
have been spoon-fed, but
It's all, yeah.
But if it does come to light, what's it going to destroy? What is the first thing it's going to destroy? It is aliens. There's one here right now. He's come to say hi. What is it going to destroy? Religion. And what's that going to do? What is a religion there for? Control. So what's it going to destroy? It'll cause up so much ravel and upheaval in this world. It'll be unbelievable. So do you think that's why they aren't telling us? That's my theory.
Funny you mentioned that. I did a video because I think it was last November, if I remember rightly. I did a video. It was only a 10-minute one, really short for me, unusually short.
Did I know you then?
Because usually I just go on, I dribble on. But I did a video because the Vatican, out of the blue, came out, and the Vatican turned around and said, right, all right, tell you what, right now, if aliens, if there is aliens, or now they did this before with paranormal. Yeah, they did do this before in the 70s with a lot of events that happened from the point of view of people seeing angels and people seeing the Holy Madonna and everything else. But specifically, this was with aliens, and they said, look, if they do appear, remember that God created everything. Now that's
cool.
Kind of like a short and long of it. That's the kind of like what they were getting at. So it was all encompassing. We, the church, know that God created
religious,
as well. Yeah, and I did a short video on that, which I found really interesting before things really started accelerating, quite a lot. And that was prior to all the drones happening, over in the States and here. And actually, before the States, the drones, well before the States, before anyone saw them in the States, it happened over here first. And we had drones over Lakenheath and Mildenhall Base, US Air Force bases, Lakenheath and Mildenhall, but it didn't get the coverage that it did. Yeah. But we had them over here, and I know for a fact we had them at Lakenheath because I've got close ties, close attachments to Lakenheath base, and around that area. That was quite odd that they came out. You talking about religion? That they came out and said that prior.
Yeah, this is it. They are out there, aliens, as we know. I've told you about a witness that I know. But somebody got to him and told him to shut up, or otherwise I think he'd be gone to missing, or his pension had gone missing totally. But it's another thing. They never spoke a word after that. We know somebody went and got to him. 100%. But yeah, it's, the stopping us finding out because of that fellow. Is it something else? I don't know, As we know, there was a famous politician in America that gave him the go-ahead to steal so many humans every year, haven't they, really, to use as experiments?
Yeah.
You might. That's it.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. It's just, I just find it the people they've got this time round are just not gonna do it.
Gonna cut it. Like we said, they're just spooning it just a little bit and a bit more. Then we'll do so many months. We'll just give you a little bit more. You know, that's
They'll
the way it's
sing
gonna
a
go.
good. They'll sing a good song from the point of view
Oh,
of.
yeah, they will.
It's going to make a brilliant podcast. It's going to make
Yeah.
a brilliant podcast because,
If
like,
you paid me, I could make a brilliant podcast.
you know, you know, it's going to be brilliant because it's, you know, going to be a first-hand account of sightings from basically nearly all of them, as I understand, except for this Boland guy. I don't know what he's going to come up with. I'll tell you what was interesting as well with George Knapp. I found really interesting about him is he went to Russia some years ago.
Tried to get, yeah,
and he was successful as well.
It
And
was.
It would be lovely. It would be so lovely, really nice, and like a breath of fresh air if George was able to give us some information on the
I
Russian
think he got. They invited him back, didn't they? Invite him back or something, and he did a bit more. Or the sentence thing. I can't remember now.
Sure. Nick Berry says, "Yeah, that's true, mate. They only want us to know. So if the real truths come out, there would be pandemonium.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. It's the pandemonium. That's it.
That's the effect they don't want.
Well, you know, but then what would cause us? Let me put it this way: you guys in messaging, all right? Now, have a little think about this. What would cause you to give up everything, just go crazy, just go out in the street, going nutty crazy, if they were to say that aliens were here, did exist, a non-human intelligence was here with us or is coming to this world? Why would you be in a state of pandemonium when, unless they told us what their intention was? Because if they just said that a non-human intelligence was coming, me personally, I'd be like, brilliant. There is it's the old Monty Python's Flying Circus. You remember that film? Yeah. Oh, there's got to be intelligence somewhere up there because there's bugger all down here.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's that thing.
I grew up with that.
Like that. I'd be like, oh, please, yes, there's going to be intelligence finally coming down. What? But I wouldn't necessarily think they're coming down to eradicate us. But it depends really on the pandemonium. So by them saying that, you know, non-human intelligence does exist, and if that's the case, we've already got non-human intelligence.
We have.
We've already got it. We created to a certain degree. We instigated it. But it is still a form of intelligence. Whether it's self-aware, we shall see. I think there is probably a form of AI that is self-aware.
Well, look at the Google computers.
Or very close to it. Not the commercial stuff. But I think, you know, some of the deep wave 2s and all that, you know, the real...
You mean like the legendary Skynet?
Yeah, you know, I think that probably is, but then it would be self-defeating if they got rid of us, wouldn't it, really?
Well, yeah, but I mean, it already has tried on a couple. I mean, the famous one is the Google one, isn't it? They had the computer in 2 separate countries, and it started developing its own language. So that's why they shut it down immediately, because they didn't know what the heck they was talking about or even planning. Or the bug. And it's happened not just with Google, it's happened with others.
Yeah, they had to unplug them, Facebook did, didn't they?
Yeah,
unplug them.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, what's going on here? Unplug it quick, which is, you know, advised. Yeah, why couldn't they do that with Skynet? I'm just talking about phone.
Larry saying, great cast, Phil. Colin got to go. Appointment in an hour. Okay, no worries.
All right, cheers, Larry. Thanks, mate.
Yeah. Did it? Yeah, that's true. And what us to do? Let's have a look. I'm just going through some of these. I'm sorry, I haven't been. I've been busy elsewhere. I haven't been reading out a lot of these comments. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Sasquatch sister. To me, she was the serpent the Bible has tried to turn everyone against. Don't work with me as I'm pagan.
Pagan.
It won't work with me as I'm pagan. Yeah, sure. Oh, it might
Understand that.
be. I think she might be talking about Lilith. Are you talking about Lilith?
Pass.
But if you are, then yeah, the mother of demons. Right, the truth. Right, here we go. Sasquatch says,
Just sounds
I'm
as
the
well.
Welsh rebel, also pagan to me. She's the dragon. Okay. Right, okay. Right, I won't delve into that because I think everyone's got their own little conversation going in the comments, which is fine. That's great. That's okay.
Sad.
Right,
I'm
Cole,
about to
what I
sleep.
want
I'm
to do,
tired.
right, I want to ask you a question, Cole. Because you're the man to ask. You're the cryptozoologist out there.
Oh no,
And,
don't put me on the spot.
I'm just a nobody. I'm just a know a little bit about everything really, but not a lot about anything, any one thing. So right. What's the X's? What are the X's out there that people see in woods and forests and everything else? X's and Y's. What are they?
Don't know. I really don't know. I have seen a fair amount over the years. I think there's some type of communication or boundary marker. A lot of people say that there are the things, and I'm open-minded. Our good friend Ian, he thinks there's something else. I don't know. I wish I just could have a book with it all in, and oh yeah. I don't know. I personally think there's some type of marker, a boundary, or communication. But they are communicating, but what they actually mean, I don't know. I think the boundary markers.
Boundary marker. Me. I found out something.
Oh, go on. Don't keep it to yourself. This
Yeah,
paper's awfully sharp.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I found out something. I'll play it for you. I've done a video, and it's going to be dropping around about 9 o'clock this evening. It's a new video. It's going to be dropping straight off members, straight onto YouTube. It's going to be there. And I was in the very creepy woods, and I followed. Now, think of an X. We often come up against them, right? Now, when you look at the X, it's like crosshairs.
I don't believe in that.
Think of it like crosshairs in a gun sight. Now, if you look through those crosshairs and follow it, let me show you. I'll show you.
Yes, I know.
And you can see for yourself.
Hold on. How can they think, oh, I'll use that cross as a gunner? They don't know what a gun sight is. Sure they don't.
No, don't take it so literal. I don't mean, they'll know it as a
gun. I'm saying, I'm looking at it as a logical.
2 branches there purposely looks like bent over. Let's see if I can turn the volume off a bit. Yeah, I mean they wouldn't know what crosshairs are. No. But, what a gun sight is.
Just to your theory, though, I do actually see where it depends on which side you're on it. If you look, it does lead to another or something.
Yeah, but I followed it from the direction where there was nothing behind me, no structures. So I followed it forward, and it led me. Look, see, I'll show you.
What did it lead you to?
Oh, you'll see. Led me to another X. Lots of X's.
Right, yeah.
One over there as well. So what I did, I thought I'd decide to follow that one. Follow the crosshairs, as it were. I can't think of a better way to put it. It's a very defined X. That one. So take a look at the X in the center and see where it points. That's where I'm going to go. that's where I'm going to go, because I think that is almost like crosshairs in a site, and I want to follow that. I think that's probably what it means. It's basically a sign of direction. That's what I thought it was. There's been a lot of debate. What do they mean? They're not natural. Don't just naturally. I'll show you why. Because look, that, don't want to move it too much. That is not fixed. You see? And that's a random one. I just picked a random one. Yeah, that's not fixed. Okay, that's been placed there. It's not growing a long time ago because of the moss growing up around it. So that's been placed there. That is the one. That is the one. Like a lot of these X's. And I think we follow the crosshairs. It usually leads me into something interesting. Look, spiderweb. We'll go through that. There's tons of spiderwebs here. Thank you very much. Let's have a look. Where are we? Yeah, X is over there. So we're on the right path. Follow it along. I didn't know where it was taking me, Cole. I had no idea where it was taking me. See, another one.
Yeah, you see it as you're walking past that one. Yeah.
And all of them are not fixed.
Which way to go?
That one. That's it. It's like altering my direction every time. I alter my direction depending on the way. Tree bend unnaturally. You see, coming up, going across, hooked into that one. That one, anyway, is just lying there. That's been taken out. That's a dead fall branch that has just been lying there. So it's all orchestrated. It's constructed. I don't think it's by chance. It's not by chance. These things are not by chance because it's. So we're following those crosshairs that was on that X there. That one there. We're following that and taking us over there. I must also point out for Dragonborn as well, you are going to get the result. Okay, we get more tarot card experiment. I did a small tarot card experiment. You will get the result. Follow the crosshairs, and it will lead you. It's those X's are not. Don't enter this area. They're not. You follow the crosshairs. You follow where the X is in the middle. Keep following that, and it will lead you. Right now, okay. So when it leads me, let's just turn it off. Right. So basically, Cole, where it led me to was an awful lot of structures, teepees,
right,
and it was like almost like an encampment, if you like. It was a meeting place, a meeting spot for them. There was just too much going on there. Not
the logs on the ground, like seating areas.
Yeah, exactly.
Come across these field towns,
and it doesn't matter what country you're in. It doesn't matter what country you're in. These things are all, I mean, look, this is from a lady, Anne Lund. Okay, she runs a group called Haunted and Waiting on Facebook. Really good group. Yeah, really good group. And every now and then she goes out because she goes to a lot of old, abandoned, what's the word, churches and things like that that are in the middle of nowhere. She goes daytime, and when she goes in the woods, she sends me quite often bits of video and photographs, and when I look at them, and other people send me a lot of stuff as well, teepee structures, other woodland structures, and they're all the same kind of structures. I mean, you can see with some of her stuff here. I'll play it. This one, it's like
this is a start of another one.
We have exactly the same.
Yeah, we do.
Same build type, Cole.
Interesting.
you know, and just as obscure as well. These
There's another one that's being started.
structures are just as
See?
weird.
See how
They're not bushcraft. They
started.
don't protect anyone
No,
from any
I
weathering, any
thought
wind,
still
any rain.
together. I think
Yeah.
it was with Ian, and the tree trunks was, you
And
know,
you
we
see,
could lift these things, and there's two together by side. So what was that all about as well?
yeah, and you
And
find a lot
look
of
at this.
people as well.
We found
Some
one.
people say, "Oh, I know, Scouts made that."
This
Well,
is really
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
We can
you
go in.
know,
There's a chair.
I'm sorry, but you know, if you oh,
This.
also on TP structures as well, you often
Whoa.
find one single log in the
Pretty
middle,
cool.
like a seat,
That's right. Yeah, you do.
which is
Okay.
very, very odd.
I want a picture of me sitting
I
here.
have found some
Um,
with no seats in, but yeah, 9 times out of 10, there's something in there.
Yeah, there's a seat in there, which is very odd. And there's no ferns, there's no covering at all for
No.
wind or rain or anything else. Now I spoke to a lady who she runs. She's quite high up in this group, which is the what is it called? The it's basically the come on, Phil. I've got a touch of the coals. Hang on.
Yeah. I'm
Uh,
tired of it as
it's
well.
the cadet force. It's the
Oh,
UFC. I don't know what the U stands for. I've forgotten, but I know it's the U. I no AFC, Army Cadet Force, ACF. That's it. Runs the ACF. But she takes some kids and quite old kids as well out for
yeah.
bushcraft and stuff.
Teenagers plus.
Now I showed her some videos and I said, "Look, this is what I found. Do you guys make that?" She said, "No." She said, "No, we do." I was like, well, hang on a minute. You said you don't, and then you do." She said, "No, get it right." So we make structures in the wood because it is part of bushcraft. We do that. But
Yeah, me
one,
too.
we
Okay.
don't make them quite like that. We make them with coverage and ferns and stuff. But secondly, our ethos is leave no trace. We'll make them, but then we will take them apart afterwards. We don't just leave them up as structures in the wood. We take them down again, leave no trace. That is our ethos. That's what we follow. And, you know, so when people say, oh, it's the Scouts, it's the... No, I'm sorry, it's not. Especially some of the ones in the States, they were having problems in the States with during the summer. Some of these teepee structures were so big that the
Yeah.
local the rangers were worried that it'd be a fire hazard if they would set a light or something happened or there was a piece of glass or bottle on the floor and the sun rays hit it and it magnified.
Yeah.
Whoosh, shanker. It's like, well, so it's kind of it's one of these things where if it was people and if it was a scouting group, if it was the army cadet force, they wouldn't leave them up because they are a fire hazard. They could possibly be a fire hazard, especially some of the more larger ones. Because the wood they use, I know for a fact, I'm out there an awful lot. The wood they use is all off the forest floor. It's old wood. It's deadfall. They don't ever, you would never find a branch that has been sawn off or broken off, used in the TP structure. There's all stuff which is off the forest floor, which is backbreaking work. For whatever is making it must be backbreaking. They must have to scour the floor when they're bent over double, trying to pick up these bits to bring them over to weave them together to make these
How many
structures.
there is?
Which, in the end, when they weave them together and they make these structures and they do it all, it offers no protection anyway.
Yeah.
So it's a but hello, why? Why would they do it? Why would they do it? So
It's going to disappear.
yeah,
I'll be back
exactly.
in a minute, please.
Okay, mate. Right. We had to take them down when I was in the cadets. Yeah, no, for sure. Ready, steady, retro. Yeah. You know, and it's just I don't know. It's one of these things, isn't it? It's But anyway, yeah. It's a strange one. Where's he gone? Ah. He's gone. Why is he gone? Again. I'm just going to play about with these sounds until he's back. I think a good one is this one, actually, because this is how Colin gets me sometimes. All right. You know, when he says, I've done my research, and then he comes on, and he hasn't. It's like, what? I keep having to put a rocket up his bum. This is between you and me. Okay. Honestly, hard work. I keep having to put a rocket up his bum every 5 minutes to come on, look, we've got to get this done. It's like, I know he's busy in that, but, you know, everyone's busy. But, yeah, it gets me like this. As soon as I know the next show's due, is how I am. This is between us two, right? Honestly. Oh boy, yeah. It gets me feeling like this all the while. All the while. I kid you not. Honestly, as soon as someone mentions his name, just incredible, isn't it? But anyway.
I hope you're not
well, mate,
talking about me.
you're right. Yeah. Good. Yeah, that's all right. Just yeah, we're talking about you, really, not to you. But
Really?
yeah. It's good though. It's all right. You know, all
Look,
good
just
things. You know,
going with
all,
you. There's loads of them.
yeah.
I've got that many knives in my back. Can you see the blades? Can you see the handles?
Yeah.
And most of them are off you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're enjoying that little machine, aren't you? It's your little toy, that, isn't it?
Did you just go to a toilet?
Mind your own business.
Is that what happened?
Mind your own business.
That is, isn't it? That was, that's what happened when you win. That's it, yeah. I thought I heard you do that.
I was buying drugs just to get you out my head.
An hour and a half. I think that's long enough for anybody to endure. With,
yeah, it is. It's long enough for me with you. It is, you're right.
Us.
Anyway, no, whoa. We had done something.
Yes. Good. Oh, thank goodness you remembered. Oh,
you would have spoiled it again, wouldn't you? Like you always do.
Okay, go on. Yeah, I'll let you take this one away. Go on.
You've got the machine.
I've got the machine.
Anyway,
I'll get the machine
as you
up.
know, we did
I'll get it up. I'll get the machine up. Hold on. I'll get the machine up. Where is it? Here we go.
Cole, take this away. Then he starts talking earlier.
Wrong one. Hang on. I've got it there. I've got it there. Bear with, caller, as Rox would say. Bear with, caller. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Got it. Yeah.
You got it. Yeah, good lad.
All right, there you go. Right.
One thing about I like about you, it's the only thing I like about you, really. But never mind.
Yeah, absolute bald-headed idiot. Okay, that's good. Why is that not doing that then? All right, can people see that?
Yeah, I see it, but one minimum, max two. Oh yes, sorry, yes.
No, don't worry about that.
I'm shocked how many people got that wrong.
I know. I can't believe that.
I must have had
people. I mean, especially
15,
with the
20,
hint.
maybe wrong answers. Maybe more. Anyway, we did a competition. Do you want to do this for me?
Hang on, no, you do. I'm just asking how many people got it right.
Do you really want to know?
Hang on a minute.
Shall I come back in an hour?
Hang on, I can't get back in. Oh, hang on, but.
They don't want to say that. Oh, look at that mark on my nose. I smacked myself at work. Hello.
It kicked me off my own show. Would you believe that? Right, okay. Let me try it.
There's a shock. It's probably time to tell you something.
That's you, isn't it? You done that. Honestly, I can't believe that. Would you believe it? Unbelievable.
It's maybe the government getting involved. If I ever come to that, I'm going to destroy that machine.
I told you, it's not the machine. It's me beatboxing. I'm able to do it both ends.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Share screen. Okay, I'll get it up. All right. If it If it's the last thing I ever do. Let's have a look. Right. Okay. Here we go then.
All right. You
Right.
sure?
Okay. Take it away. Go on. Tell the people.
Are you sure? You're gonna talk over me again, or can I?
Go on. Go
continue?
on. You got it. Go on. You have it. Go on. Go on.
Anyway, me and Philip, we did a competition last week, and I put a picture up of the background, and I picked one certain item, and we just let people guess it for, what was it, 2, 3 days, 4 days, 4 days. And then I give some clues on, was it Wednesday? Thursday, sorry. I give some clues on Thursday. I give you 2 clues, and we thought, well, personally, you didn't even know, did you, what it was until I gave you some clues. But I thought everybody would get it, and everybody, but you can't believe how many wrong answers I got even after the clues. And we only had 2 people text you. I got both the people text me, didn't I? That had the right answers. Just 2 out of all them people that text in, which is brilliant. I think it's fantastic people text in, and I had a go at this competition. But yeah, 2. So do you want to spin the wheel?
Yeah, I'll spin the wheel now. Let me get it up.
How do you want to do this?
Here we go. Ready? Okay. I should really do a flipping drum roll, but
well, and you got one on your machine.
I can't beatbox that drum roll properly. Oh,
you know that is. Is he in the chat tonight, Keith? Keith Ashton?
Ah, right. Oh, he's one.
That's number 1.
Oh.
No,
right,
I know. There's another lady, which I won't mention her name just in case. But
yeah, exactly. You know, Keith Ashton. Well done.
You'll be getting one of my hats. You're getting one of Phil's mugs that was all cracked, and he's dropped and glued it back together. But anyway, just a clue, or it was, all sealed.
What's that? What you got?
The envelope.
Oh yeah, go on then.
Still sealed.
Yeah.
Still open it now.
See if I can get you up on your own. No, oh no, hang on, that's me.
Don't you lose everybody.
There you go.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Drum roll.
Oh, drum roll. Yep. Okay then. Drum roll.
Can't even open it.
I won't tell you what end that came out.
And it's the ancient Egyptian Pharaoh Hound, the Anubis. Can we see that? Where are we? Can we see that? So there's remote viewing. I've got one here. Steve, as we finished the show, and I told you that, didn't I? When we finished, I just had the right answer within 1 minute of we finishing that show.
Well, you know probably why, don't you?
Go on.
Well, he's part of the Janu group, and he probably had one of his Janu go round and look in your envelope.
Well, if he had, I need proof that they've been in here. How do I get proof that they've been? Do I know? Can you tell me? Do we know this?
Did you have a Janu come in your house in the past week?
I've had nobody come in my house in the past week.
Would have been a big thing, airy. Unlike you.
Let's not go there, Phil. Thank you.
Yeah, you know.
I don't think so. You I know you, and you didn't you get a visit by the Jano?
I did, yeah. I did get a visit. Yeah, I did get a visit because I joined the Janu group. I got a visit. Yeah, and
look, if they are visiting me, I need some physical proof, like something pushed over in front of me, or handprint, or.
Well, they send them round. They send them round. You know.
Yeah, well, if they send them round, again, just prove it to me, because I can't see this, but personally, but I'd like to.
What are we doing? Have you got, because you're in charge of the competitions? have we got another competition for people?
Yes, we have. Well, we haven't, because I haven't had time and I've been off air because of all the power cuts. But we wanted to do another remote viewing, didn't we? And I just haven't done it. I'm really lacking this week. I do apologise. We did have it planned. So can we postpone it for next week and we'll do another one? No, I'm sorry. I do apologise. I did say to Phil, when I come to your house, that is going to get smashed. Trust me. But I did say to Phil, I was having problems with software and we couldn't get it up. We was going to do a map and people guess where the pin was, or which pin it was. It just won't work. And I did try several different software. So if anybody's got any ideas out there, or you,
I've got a few ideas for you. I know that. I've got a good few ideas for you.
You see this? It's very sharp. You know, in a week's time.
Oh yeah. Don't worry, Phil. I'll be ready.
I'm sorry. This week, as you said, I've got the cars broke down. I've got to go in. I've had leaks upstairs. Upstairs carpets.
Every week.
I know everything's just going absolutely. Pardon the expression, tits up. Absolutely. No matter what it is recently. I've had that PC crash. That's why I'm down here. I've just bought a new PC, but I ain't had a chance to set it up. Started to set it up last night. Just got it on. Oh no! Power cut. Couldn't believe it. No. I'm surprised we didn't have one tonight. To be honest, they did warn me. I get a text from the power company. And it says they'll be going on and off all night as they repair the auxiliary.
Colt. No one cares. Right, you haven't delivered. You just.
I thought it was off air.
You haven't delivered. Once again, another week. You haven't delivered. So no one cares about excuses.
Well, I'll tell you what. Don't pay me this week.
Are we going to tell people about next week? We're not doing next week, are we?
Yeah, I thought we was. I thought it was the following week. Yeah, I'm a mushroom.
Yeah, the following week. Well, I can do it next week, but I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be in a secret location. You can. I'm not sure what planet you're going to be on, but I'm going to be in a secret location.
Look, you can't call it His Majesty's service.
Can't tell anyone where it is. It's going to be a travel.
Yeah, with special bars in front of your windows and that. That's right. It's a secret location.
Right. It's top secret travel lodge in Coventry. I can't tell anyone where it is. But
don't go visit him. Blooming heck's sake.
So I'm going to be there because I'm going to North Wales. I love Wales. I love North Wales. So we're taking the doglies off because they're getting older doglies. So I thought, it'd be nice.
Phil, nobody cares. Nobody's listening.
What? No way.
Nobody's interested. Messed up this week. I wanted to do another competition.
Yeah, right. I believe that. Well, I believe that when I see it. I'll tell you what then, right? What I'll do. We'll do one tomorrow. We'll do one next week. All right, but I just won't be in the studio. I'll be probably on the stool in the middle of a cemetery. How about that? Is that right?
You'd be in the cemetery if I had what to do with it.
I will be in the cemetery. I won't be under the,
permanently in the cemetery.
I'll be missed, won't I? I'm sure I'll be missed. I'm sure there's someone out there.
So bye. Let's make a list. Hold on. I don't know where to start. I ain't got any names.
Anyway, good. All right, so we can do that. All right, that's a date then. All right, and Cole will have the competition all set up ready. And he'll reference. He's going to choose subjects. He's going to choose subjects. I always say to him every week, Cole, what would be nice?
I can't get the map to work.
You choose a subject, I'll choose a subject, and then we can talk about different subjects for entertainment purposes rather than me going on. So, you know, because I think that'd be a really cool thing.
I'm sorry.
Not putting, yeah, of course. Look,
What?
anyone in the comments, what do you reckon? If Colt chooses a subject to talk about, I choose one, and then we can meet
I
in the
thought we
middle.
did that do we not do that every week, Roxanne?
No.
Roxy.
What
Roxy.
What
What happened
do we do
tonight,
every
Colt?
week? We ask
What did
people,
happen tonight?
and nobody tells us anything.
The bear,
and Phil does
the
his
boy
own
with the
thing.
bear.
It didn't get done.
Yeah, that's it. So next week you're going to choose a subject. I'll choose one. You're going to take care of the competition. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Well, you're gonna have to help me because I've chosen 3 different software. They're just not coming up.
Okay.
Look, I'm not software minded like you.
No, all right. No, that's fine. That's fine. No, just choose a subject. Next week, choose a subject. Do some research on it, and then and I think that'll be a cool way of doing it. Smile. You are allowed to smile. Smile. Right. Other than that, I'll be in a cemetery next week, and
you will be.
I'm gonna.
Are you really? You're gonna do the live?
Yeah,
from
from a
outside
cemetery.
in the pouring rain in a
Yeah.
graveyard next to a
under the
traffic light.
tarp. Yeah, under the tarp somewhere in a graveyard. That's right. And that'd be cool. People love it. I'm sure they will. Let me know in the comments if you'd enjoy seeing me under a tarp in a cemetery doing a live. I'll take my K2 and all the other gumph, and you know, I might do that as my contribution to the show.
We need Keith to give us his address.
Yeah,
before you finish.
I think we'll have to message him or something because he's at a wedding.
Oh, right. Okay, no problem. Okay. Yeah, message him. I think you know him better than I do. Get his address, pass it on to me, and I'll send my cap, and you can send one of your broken mugs.
You know, Keith, if you get back from the wedding and you see this, you won. So you've got a mug and a hat. As soon as we find out who you are, and that will be coming to you.
Can you unplug that machine, Roxy, for next week?
Oh, do you know what? I might stamp on it.
Thank you. I love you. I like you.
No machine. There's no machine. There's no machine. I'm able to beat.
It's Phil, but I can stamp on him. It's fine. I've got
video it, please. Video it. Right. Thank you, everybody, and thanks, Kate, and thanks, Dawn.
Yes.
And thanks, Phil.
Yeah, you're welcome, mate. Anytime.
Really.
Thank you for once again not getting stuff ready. I appreciate that.
It's all right. I'm sure you can find somebody else.
We
come by next week.
Yeah, next week we will be at it.
Anyway, Ready Steady Retro.
At it. We'll be on it, on it like a bonnet. Oh, Basil, no.
Ready Steady Retro.
Yeah.
Has said Keith will be buzzing. It was his wedding anniversary this week as well. So what a lovely thing to happen.
Congratulations.
Yeah, isn't that good?
Good.
That's lovely. I love it.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah. It'll be our anniversary soon, Cole, I think.
Whose? Roxy?
No, not me and him. You and him.
As a show.
No, it can't be, can it?
It must be getting on for a couple of months now, isn't it?
No wonder I feel depressed.
It seems like a couple of years.
I don't know why they give me something that old.
Seems like a couple of years, but anyway, Rox, do the business.
Reggie said, happy I guessed right too, even though I didn't win. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, where did you put your answer?
Yeah, because it wasn't in man. That's strange.
Oh, Dawn's message, Keith, to get the details, which is very lovely.
I feel really bad about that now, really.
Yeah, I do actually.
I'm sorry. I didn't. I thought I checked
But yeah, I checked through now. Yeah. Strange, unless you somehow it maybe not received us. I've had a few like that.
Okay. All right.
I think you sent me a message. It never came through, did it? It just says failed message or something.
Yeah. All right. I'm
They're
away
gonna
off.
keep blocking you anyway.
Thank
So I
you
don't
very
really
much for your time and patience. Are you away as well, Cole?
know.
I'm off. I'll catch you later next week.
Yeah, goodbye. See you, Phil.
Right, see you
Guys
later.
from the graveyard.
Bye, people.
Well,
Right.
I hope everything goes okay with your house. And you don't get any more rain while you're sorting it out.
I know. I'm hoping this guy's going to turn up and just bodge it up. Because I'll tell you what it was like last night. It was like somebody just put a nose pipe there, and it was just, it was unreal. I'm trying to get it mopped up and cleaned. It's still in the right state, but I'm going to attempt it tomorrow a bit more.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just been, like I say, power cut after power cut after power cut.
Oh my God. Out of sight, out of mind. I don't think so. Cleared off, and he's still making noise.
I know, it does, doesn't it? Exactly how I feel. That'll be him next Friday.
Honestly, every time you try and say something. Now, everyone, if you can hear me over all of the backgrounds, I hope you will have a brilliant weekend. It's meant to be not too bad, I don't think, for tomorrow. Before it gets worse again. So yeah, have a great one, and we'll catch you next week live from a graveyard. And while we're away, he's also going to be doing the odd lives as and when he can. So look out for them if you've got a minute. All right, have a.
Cut you off again. Why ain't that switching off?